રિઝલ્ટ્સ બાદ મેનેજમેન્ટ સંબોધન કરી રહ્યું છે, સીધા ત્યાં જ જઈએ આપણે.
Cost pressures and raw material prices. Also, you did mention that there was some calibrated price hikes that were taken. Would you be able to give me a quantum of what these price hikes were, and also from the growth, how much of it was volume led, how much was it, how much of it was pricing led? A little more, could you elaborate on that part?
Sure. So on pricing front, we had very clearly mentioned that our clear focus now is to ensure that we take calibrated and judicious price increases. But very importantly, along with that, our entire savings agenda that we keep driving is an extremely important enabler for us to manage our overall business model and our P&L. In the quarter, we had 4% UVG price volume growth, and our total growth, of course, is 11%. So you can imagine the amount of pricing that we've taken in the business, which is close to 7%. And this is a step up compared to what we did in the previous quarter, but it is all in service to ensure that the overall value equation to the consumer is very clearly protected so that consumption does not get impacted, which is why you've seen pretty good, again, volume growth in this quarter, in spite of getting impacted on commodity inflation, as you alluded.
But the price hikes were taken in the laundry and the skin cleansing segments, right? That's what you were given to understand from the market as well.
That is true. So in terms of inflation, Shilpa, what is happening, the two key materials which are inflating is entire palm oil basket, which impacts our skin cleansing portfolio, and crude, which impacts our laundry and household care portfolio. Tea is a third commodity which is spoken in the past, has seen some amount of cooling off in the quarter. And hence we have taken sequential price increase in the quarter on skin cleansing and on laundry and household care products.
Right. And you did mention that growth sort of moderated after the second wave, after the pickup in the second wave, because of rural demand. So what's the outlook like, and what are the factors really that's causing sort of the moderation in the rural demand? And last time rural was outpacing urban so far. So are we seeing urban picking up faster than rural now? And what's the demand outlook like then, and the recovery outlook for the second half of this fiscal?
Yeah, those conversations, Shilpa, I was doing more from a market outlook perspective and hence market numbers and not HUL. Sanjeev, you want to just pick up this question?
Yeah, thank you for that question, Shilpa. Now, when we look at the growth, we invariably look at it with respect to the same period last year. So you must understand that for many quarters, even during the thick of the pandemic, rural was very resilient. So their growth rates were very high. Whereas urban had become very muted because of lack of mobility. And also the modern trade stores, the malls, etc. had all shut down. And so those growth rates had been impacted. Because the bases are different, it is not very easy to decipher the underlying demand.
Right.
Yeah? Till the previous quarter, rural was growing at a very clip pace. But in the last 2 months, we are seeing a moderation of growth in rural. So I think what we need to do is, like we had also talked about during the last quarterly results, that once the base normalizes, then you would be starting to see what is happening to the underlying demand.
Right.
So there are various variables at play. And yes, if you look at the headline numbers, the rural growth rate has moderated for the market and urban has picked up. But let us wait for a few quarters to understand. But it's important that when there is uncertainty, when there is unprecedented inflation, we keep a very close watch on what is happening to the underlying demand.
Right. And just last question, discretionary, you did say, is almost at pre-COVID levels. Now, with the festive season setting in, is that further picking up, and can we expect?
We expect it. Absolutely, Shilpa. We do expect it to pick up. Yeah, as people step out.
Levels this quarter?
No, this quarter, it is about 3% more than September 2019. Yeah, and we expect that it will definitely keep improving as people start stepping out, as people feel more confident, and, offices, malls, everything starts opening. You will start seeing the discretionary pickup. We have seen a very good rebound on ice cream.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, gentlemen. That's all from my end.
Thank you, Shilpa.